Hey, hi, welcome or welcome back. This is VenusVixenTarot. Today we're doing your love life in March, and I have 4 piles for you guys to choose from with a crystal on each pile. And when I start your reading, I will start with an energy check-in so you can kind of see if it resonates or not. But if you would like to skip the energy check-in, you can go down the timestamp below and just click your reading. But yeah, before we get into them, I'll go and show you each pile and your crystal, so you can kind of get a better feel for which pile you resonate with. But if you would like to also just skip that part, you can go down the timestamp below. This is pile 1 with the, I think, fluorite. And this deck is the Mystic Monday Tarot deck. Pile 2, we have another fluorite, but it's tumbled, and then we have the Antique Anatomy Tarot. So we have this crystal and the Antique Anatomy Tarot. And then for pile 3, we have Tarot of the Divine and a labradorite stone. And then for pile 4, we have the White Newman deck, and I actually don't know what this is, but it's pretty. Pile 4, okay. Alright, and you can skip ahead to your pile, or you can stay in chat for a bit, because I just wanted to say, I've been out of the tarot YouTube scene for a while. I started, I think, 2020 posting on YouTube, but yeah, I got caught up with a lot. You know, I went to school for aesthetics. I'm an esthetician, but I also did some other stuff online. And yeah, I've done tarot since I was like, man, like 8 or 9. Like, it's always been a thing in my life, and I've always loved doing tarot readings for people. So if I can do it full time, I would love to, you know, and tell people, what do you do for work? Yeah, I read tarot cards for people. That feels good to me. I don't know, but yeah, okay, so we're gonna get started with pile 1, guys. Hi, pile 1. If you picked the fluorite and the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck, this is your reading. So we're going to start off with an energy check before we get into your month. I'm going to live shuffle these, so if you don't like that, you can turn your volume down or mute it. Energy check-in for my pile 1. 0 of fucks and strength. Okay. Energy check-in for my pile 1. Preparation, the squirrel and chestnut. Okay, so with the 0 of fucks, you definitely don't care what people think. You really do not care at all, and you have like this confident strength about you. Yeah, it's giving someone that doesn't like vape, smoke. They don't do any, you know, they don't do things that are like bad for themselves, that are kind of popular in today's society. Okay, let's get some cards on what this preparation is about. Alright, we have the last straw and the dead-end job. Okay. Alright, so what I'm getting is maybe you're at a job that you don't enjoy and you feel like you want to expand and change your job. You might feel like you're prepared to do so, or because of all this work that you've done at this other job, you feel very prepared for maybe the next level or the next step. I don't know if you can see all the cards here. Okay, yeah, so yeah, you might feel like you're at your wit's end with this job. Like, also with the 0 fucks, it could be giving like you don't care anymore at your job. You feel overworked. You feel like, you know, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the cheese fry. Okay, yeah, so you're seeing a path that looks a lot more desirable for yourself and your, you know, career. Yeah, okay, so that was just a quick energy check-in. It doesn't have to resonate for all of you. Again, it is a general reading. This is a general YouTube reading, you know. But for those that like the energy check-ins, you know, we did do that. We're going to keep this preparation card and just kind of put it over here. Okay, so now we are going to get a timeline of your March love life predictions. So let's get a timeline for my piles. Ooh, okay. Starting off rough. Alright. So we have the 9 of Swords, the Devil. You know, maybe we'll put this over here. Okay, yeah. I like that better. Timeline for my pile 1, Judgment in reverse. Okay, pile 1. Ooh, that's too many, geez. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, this one's kind of poking out. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So I'm getting you've definitely, like, either been like hurt in the past, or you have a lot of worries that you have a lot, so you're starting off with a lot of worries. This might be this week that you're kind of feeling like you're not really maybe prepared right now for something. Okay, we're just gonna get some clarification cards for each one. I don't know if I want to use, no. Alright. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. Alright, so maybe you're starting off with some anxiety around dating or putting yourself out there. Yeah, you're kind of closed off in the beginning of the month. Excuse me. I think that you were keeping to yourself. Yeah, you're keeping to yourself and you're not really putting yourself out there at the beginning of the month. Let's get more for the Devil. That is way too many. Let's get clarification for the Devil. 2 of Swords. Okay. Okay. The Judgment reversed. The Strength. Okay, you got Strength again. That was in your energy check-in. Okay, so alright, so you're starting off the month maybe a little indecisive. You feel like you're afraid to make the decision to put yourself out there because you could feel like, you know, I'm getting like, maybe you, for some of you, you have like a past partner that's kind of a little scary, or you're worried about like them getting involved. But for those of you that you know, don't have a partner already, or an ex, or not for people in a relationship, yeah, but it can come out. I mean, like, it kind of didn't, you know, I didn't really think to clarify that, so I guess for those of you, maybe you do have a partner that's a little toxic. Okay, so you're starting off the month feeling like maybe if you put yourself out there, these things that you know, struggled with, and these past pains, this past toxic behavior from people could, you know, reoccur. So you're just having some feelings at the beginning of the month. But then I think that you start looking within and realizing that you actually do have the strength. Maybe you could feel like you don't have the strength to do it at the beginning of the month, to really put yourself out there or try again. But then, you know, middle of the month, so maybe in like week 2 to 3, it doesn't have to be, it could be earlier or later, you know, but you start looking within, and then you start realizing you do have the strength, you do have the power to go and find love and to try again, to give yourself another chance. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. What is the Six of Pentacles? Woo! The Knight of Wands. Okay. Ooh, okay. The Princess of Wands. You know, alright, okay. Okay, let's get more on the Queen of Swords. Okay. Oh, Six of Pentacles. Alright. Just gonna place this like that. Oh, there. Alright, so I don't even know if you can see these, but okay, so with the Princess of Wands and the Knight of Wands, and then the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting like, you could meet someone, whether you know them or not already, but you could meet somebody that's really physically compatible with you, and you guys have a really good like give and take, you know, connection, fling maybe here, because we have the Page and the Knight. So I'm not getting maybe anything like really serious. Maybe you don't mind, because there's the Six of Pentacles, so it's kind of something that you both want. So you're finding some connection that you both want, that you want, that they want, that works for both of you, and you know, you do your thing. I'm getting some, you know vibes. But maybe not for all of you. You know, maybe you could just have like a really passionate conversation, or like hang out. I'm getting more of like physicality, so you both could just be very attracted to each other, like very, very attracted to each other, both of you equally. And yeah, okay. Then we get to the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is very cutthroat, you know. You've been through this stuff before. You have these worries, and you're feeling your guard was up the beginning of the month, and then of course you're definitely not going to let that go so easy. It is the Devil. We have Major Arcana, but also with the Queen of Swords we have the Eight of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from this is you are putting up your boundaries. Could be with this person or just in general. You're putting up your your boundaries, and you're focusing on your work, what you like to do, the things you like to do, or also you're putting up your boundaries, but you're also working with other people's stuff. You know, you're not being too cutthroat. You're being a little lenient. You know, you're working with other people. But yeah, you could also just be a very work-focused, work-driven person. And that's kind of getting the focus towards the end of the month. But we will get some more cards we are going to do, I don't know if I want to keep these here or take them away. I think I'm going to take them away so that we have space. Okay. Oh, this one just happened to be on top. We're just gonna put that there. What will happen this month in love for my pile 1? 5 of Wands. Knight of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, let's get more on the 5 of Wands. Oh, shoot, glided. Oh, 5 of Cups. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah. Did you see that? The 9 of Swords poking through. Okay, Knight of Swords. Oh, okay. This is 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think that you're having more fun in March with your love life. Maybe you are, you know, going out for drinks with your friends and, you know, you meet someone that you have a really good conversation with. Yeah, okay, so there's definitely that internal conflict where you're feeling maybe grief even for some of you. This could just be grief. It doesn't even have to be like relationship, you know, or like some sort of addiction, but you know, you have this like underlying grief, but on the outside, maybe it's coming off a little combative, you know, instead of, you know, what you're really feeling. But on the other hand, you know, you're going out with your friends, there's victory, success, recognition, so I'm getting like you're getting a lot of offers, you're getting a lot of suitors. It's really giving going out with the girls, the guys, whatever, and meeting someone, having a really nice conversation, but also getting like maybe a lot of guys buying drinks for you, guys or girls. You're getting a lot of drinks involved. You know, it looks good though. It looks good. You're getting a lot of recognition. A lot of people are noticing you. It's kind of maybe making you feel more confident. Let's get some more clarification on the 5 of Wands. If we need the Ace of Wands. Ooh, okay. I'm also getting, okay. If you do go out, you're very much so not the like hookup type. So maybe you're very much on guard in that way. You're like, get away from me, you. I know what you want. Like the ones that just come up that they make it very obvious that they just want to like hook up. You're very much so, get out of my face. And then you have this person who has a really nice conversation with you. It's a little more intellectual. They might not be like the most amazing person, but I feel like they have some intellectual properties to them. Anyway, yeah, you're enjoying this time with this person. That's what I'm getting. But we'll get more for the 3 of Cups and Knight of Swords. 7 of Swords. Oh, okay. All right. What is that about, though? Let's get some more star. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm getting like maybe while you're like trying to enjoy your time and conversation or whatnot, you're having this like underlying feeling of like what you had in the beginning of the month, like kind of a little not sure, but you also do see hope. Like it's kind of giving you hope a little bit. Like you might feel like, I don't know if like I don't know if we can make this work, but like I have hope in a way, you know? That's the best. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Woo. 8 of oh wait, hold on. Why did I think that was the 8 of Swords? I was thinking this was the 8 of Swords, not the 7 of Swords. Okay, it's giving like maybe you think they could be a liar. Like maybe you think that they're not trustworthy or that they have something up their sleeve. I don't know why I didn't catch that. That maybe they have something up their sleeve. But also what I said before could resonate, because I did say that. This also came out for this one, but we're gonna get back into this. So yeah, but you have hope. Like, I think you're like hopeful that maybe they aren't, you know, what your past was like, or that it'll be a trustworthy person. But for the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, we have the Eight of Swords, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, maybe like, okay, I'm getting that you got invited out, or like, yeah, you got invited out and you were feeling like, no, I can't, like, I don't feel like it, like, I'd rather stay home, and like, you know, maybe you have plants, you're like, I'd rather stay home with my plants, or like with my puppy and my cat, instead of going out. You'd rather like enjoy the little homey things that you do. I struggle with the same thing. Like, I, you know, have to sometimes, when my friends invite me, and it's something that sounds really nice, like I want to do, but like something inside me like holds me back and like makes me feel like I want to stay home. I'd much rather be in my pajamas watching TV. But those times where I do actually go to the house and I go do these things, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so glad I actually got to the house and did this. Like, I feel, you know, like I would have regretted it if I would have regretted it if I had stayed home instead. So you're probably just you might have that, you know, thought process or this reading and realize, all right, I'll go. And then when you do go, you realize you have a really good time and you enjoy yourself. Yeah, there. I closed out your reading and I didn't do your advice. I don't know what's going on with me today. All right, let's get some advice. We're gonna use the angel number oracle deck. All right, let's get some March love life advice for my pile number 1. Whoa. Readjustments. Oh, one card literally just flew out of the deck like crazy. We're taking her. Okay, taking chances. All right, anyway. Here, let me make sure you can see this. Okay. We have readjustments, overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romance or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall to pieces. So I'm not really getting like a past person. But I mean, if it is, you know what, if it is a past person, then they ask you to go out for, you know, drinks, and you're like hesitant. Yeah, but I'm also getting like, with the Eight of Pentacles we had, like you getting ready and like getting all dolled up and pretty. A fly just got in my room. There's a fly on the wall. Oh, they never know how to get out. I don't understand like how they get in the smallest crack and they can't get back out. How are you getting in if anyway. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, sorry, that's so distracting. For some of you, okay, there's so much coming through. Okay, so some of you it is a past person, and for others of you it's a new person. But your past person is kind of like, oh, didn't I say that before? Like, you're worried about your past person, like, getting involved with, like, your new thing. Oh my god, I did. Anyway, okay. Confirmation. And then we have taking chances. Success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Yes! Okay, anyway, sorry. I got so excited. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. I did also get, like, the crafts and, like, you doing, like, maybe, like, your hobbies. Maybe you're a painter or you like to do little things here and there. But, yeah, okay, also, let me just reroute. My brain is all over the place. Yeah, okay, whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. You trust, with the Strength card too, you trust yourself enough now, and you will trust yourself through this month. You will learn to trust yourself, and you know, maybe you're in the process now, but you will trust your own abilities because you'll see how strong you are and that you have the willpower and, you know, what you need to make something happen. But it also says trust in change and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Oh, wow, they're just shooting them out. These are so slippery. Like, these cards are real slippery, so they just be flying out. But okay, we have good luck and alignment. We have contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way, the victory card. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and efforts to get this message to others. Okay. Yeah, also, like, side note, I feel like maybe some of you are like therapists or want to be therapists or want to use social media as like or some platform to share your experiences and help other people heal through your willpower, through the strength. You know, you're kind of like wanting to be a leader in some sort. But yeah, we have alignment, connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, and trust. I was getting compromise earlier. Like, you have your boundaries up, but you're willing to compromise some things that are like not as, you know, crazy important. You have commitment and trust. How do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interests if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Okay, let's get some more love life advice. Woo! Oh my. Fixing these like every other minute, because I know I got OCD, but it's like, yeah, this is like annoying, but my OCD is more like other thing. Anyway, I know some people out there have OCD and they want to see this like kind of even. Okay, I'm not gonna obsess about it. The eye candy and willpower. Are we so for real right now? Willpower. Okay, I'm gonna put them here because you can't really see that. Okay, we have the eye candy, intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing, flow, potential, and romance. I don't know if you guys can hear the airplane going by, but I really hope not. Get some fresh air or call some of your pals over and take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project or you will go out on a date. Crazy work, okay. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. And then we have willpower, achievement, success, striving forward, prosperity, go-getters, courage, and luck. Wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming. You're destined for greatness. Yeah, so very positive love life reading. It might start off rough, but it's going to get a lot better, you know, and you're gonna go out on a date. I don't remember what I said when I was closing it out before because I totally skipped this part and I was like, oh my god, as I'm putting everything together, like, anyway, but you know, I hope this resonated. I do have other readings coming out. I will be posting on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so come check back in. Follow and like, leave a comment if it did resonate or you have any questions or would just like to, you know, say hi. Every like and follow does help me make more readings for you guys, so I really do appreciate all of the support. Yeah, and I'm very grateful. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and this was your March love life. Bye, guys. Hi, pile 2. If you picked the tumbled fluorite and the antique anatomy tarot, this is your reading. So we'll use these cards after we do our energy check-in. So we're just gonna put these over here, out of the way. Okay. Energy check-in. We are going to start with this one. What is this deck called? The Audacity deck. And we're just gonna see what comes out for your energy check-in for pile number 2, the Gardener. Energy check-in. Woo! The tea. Ooh, okay. I'm liking the vibes, pile 2. I like your vibes. The last straw. I think we got that the last pile. I think we did. Yeah. The last straw. Tea, the last straw. Okay. Alrighty. Now we're gonna get some Woodland or a Woodland Wardens deck card for your energy check-in pile number 2. Pile number 2 energy check-in. Whoa. Alright, you got 2 cards. I'm not sure if you can see these. I had such a hard time setting up my camera today. I don't know what was going on. Okay, we'll put this up there. I think you can see these. I'm not sure. Here, maybe I'll put this up here. Oh my lordy. Oh my. I'm so sorry. Okay. Maybe we'll put these here because you got more than the other piles and you can see this better. Maybe not. I don't even know. Here. Alright. I'm fussing over too much. Anyway, we have the Gardener, the Tea, and the last straw. The Vulture and Asphodel, the Chipmunk and Laurel, Upheaval and Success. So I am going to read from the Audacity deck because I don't really know what the Gardener is. I haven't used this deck very much, but I do enjoy. It's like tarot, but like with a twist. So it has its own meanings, but it plays off tarot. The Skeleton Gardener is here to remind you that you reap what you sow. Time to focus on your thoughts. The flowers of all the tomorrows are in the seeds of today. In what ways are you nurturing your future? The thoughts we think are the seeds we plant. Are you growing flowers or weeds? I'm getting that you're taking care of yourself. I honestly think that you are someone that takes care of themselves, drinks their tea. You might have plants and you take very good care of your plants and, you know, your critters. You could have like a pet bird or like, you know, a different kind of animal. Yeah, I'm getting that you do take care of yourself. Yeah, but okay, let's get the tea. Let's see. The tea. Spill it, the gossip, your guts, the heaviness, the burden, all of it. You've been soaking in the bitter tannin for so long. It's time to let go. Whatever it is that's marinating in your soul is no longer needed. This card is for release, levity, sharing your burden with others, and moving on. Yeah, like girly hangout time, sleepover for the girlies watching, and talk about your feelings, you know, maybe. Yeah, okay, anyway, this is not part of the love reading. This is supposed to be energy check-in, girl. Okay, sorry I bumped you, but yeah, okay, I think you're someone spiritual. I think that you drink your tea. Look how there's the flowers in both these cards. I don't really know what flower that is, but maybe that resonates for you. Maybe like a magnolia? No, like a rose. It's not a rose, but roses could be significant. But yeah, I'm getting you're someone that's very in tune with nature. I'm getting like pretty hands. You could wear a lot of rings. Yeah, you like tea. You like your coffee. Maybe you have a coffee right now that you're drinking, or a tea right now that you're drinking. Yeah. Upheaval and success. So, ooh, okay, so you did get, oh my god, that scared me so bad. That's my tablet. Oh, jump scare. Anyway, you are realizing that what you put in, you get out. So I think that you're definitely putting out better things and positive things. Yeah, let's get, oh, this days. Where's that chipmunk? I just saw it. I seen it. It just seems, all right, no, we're doing culture. All right, a trauma has occurred. You need time to grieve. Clean your, girl, no, okay. All right, yeah, you're grieving. Something's going on. It could be a relationship, but I'm also getting like a person or a pet. And then we have the chipmunk with success. All right, chippy monkey, where are you? It'll take all day. I just saw it. Where'd you? Ah, okay. Okay, we have forge a unique path towards your desires. The road to achieve your goals is hardly ever straight and easy, but the journey is ultimately rewarding. Yeah, you get what you get. You know, you get what you put in. Okay, but also rewind back to this grieving a relationship. Maybe you're not talking to people about this pain that you're going through. It also could have been a family member, which is also like what came through. But if it's a relationship, a family member, you're not talking to people, and you need to be talking to people. But yeah, okay, that's not what this reading is about, so we're not going to get too much into it. But I do hope that, you know, you're okay and that you're talking to people. Talk to people, put yourself and your feelings out there. You're not alone. I did just lose, like, it feels like yesterday, but I lost my soulmate puppy about a year ago. Man, like, I don't think I will ever be okay, you know, but it was hard for me to talk to people. I eventually did, and when I did feel better, but the thing that got me was that I know not everyone can understand, so it makes it tough to talk to people. But if you can find people that you know would be receptive, or just try to find, even if they're not receptive, just get it out. You could go anonymously somewhere and post about it, like Reddit, anything. Just get it out, talk about it, don't sit alone with these feelings. All right. We're gonna get into your love life in March. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. All right. So we're gonna do a timeline. What is going on in Pile 2's love life in March? Pile 2's love life in March timeline. Timeline for my Pile 2's love life in March. Woo! Timeline for my Pile 2's love life. That's a lot of words. Pile 2's timeline. Pile 2's love life timeline. Wow. Whoa. Okay, we started with the sun and we ended with the moon. The magician. Whoa, okay. The Six of Swords. I think, let me get clarification first because I want to be sure before I get into it. Oh my. Cards are being crazy. I think this was reversed. No, I'm not sure. I'm going to take it up right. Alright, and then we have the Six of Swords, the Spout, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Wands. Okay. And the Two of Pentacles. Ooh. The Magician. Whoa. Temperance. And then the Moon. I love these. Whoa. I love these cards so much. Okay, we have Judgment and then the Three of Wands. Moon, okay. Judgment, Three of Wands. Okay. Your love light was the bottom of the deck energy. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're getting that like underlying grieving card, but for love life, all right, your timeline with love life. So I think you're starting off pretty, like, optimistic. I think you're optimistic, but no, yeah, okay, this was meant to be reversed. You're optimistic and you're feeling like the beginning of the month, you're feeling like there's a burden that's been lifted off of you, or during the beginning of the month there will be a burden lifted off of your shoulders. And then we have, yeah, okay, so you're leaving behind, yeah, you're headed towards more positive, more stable feelings and more stable thoughts, more stable situations. Yeah, maybe you're leaving behind a person, like a situation. You're leaving behind a connection. All right, so you're starting off pretty optimistic, and I think that you're releasing a lot of burdens. Ooh, it's not really giving, like, I don't think that this is going to be a very love-focused month for you. I mean, which is okay, but in the realm of love, I think that you're kind of leaving behind, it could have been something that made you happy, but maybe also felt like a burden. I don't know. Like, leaving behind something that felt like a burden. It's either these feelings that you're feeling, or like this grief, or it's like a person that you're leaving behind, or like maybe the thought of what, okay, I'm also getting what you thought you wanted out of a relationship is changing, and I think that you're reevaluating what you want. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I think you're doing, like, yeah, you're turning around, you're turning things around. Yeah, you're evaluating what you really want this month, and I think you're going to really make the changes necessary. You're really gonna flip. Yeah, we have temperance and judgment. Okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe you're turning your focus towards planning something else, maybe something unrelated to love, but I think that you're putting love on the back burner a little bit. You're kind of more focusing on, like, where you're going in the future and, like, how to get there. But you're definitely turning around, like, what you thought you wanted out of a relationship and out of love, for sure, is what I'm getting. Okay, I do want to get more. So I feel like what I'm going to do, because that was a little bit shorter, I'm gonna whistle, it was a little bit shorter than the other ones, so let's see. Let's get a timeline of pile 2's love life. Well, 4 of Swords. Okay, we're getting these again. All right. And then how do we end the month? The Tower. Girl, no. Okay, I'm not really getting, like, a big Tower moment. I think that I'm getting just a huge change. Like, really upheaval. Like, again, like, you're turning everything around. Like, you're really changing it all. You're turning it around. It's like a big change this month. In your love life, like a huge change. Like, you're switching up. Yeah, I think you're releasing these burdens that you thought you had on you. Maybe maybe what you thought love was supposed to be was kind of like burdening how you felt about your relationships and everything. So you're kind of releasing that. The way you see and think about relationships, but also 4 of Swords. I think this month is about your healing more so, but yeah, you're resting, you're looking within, and you're changing how you want to see things, so that's good. Let's get more on the Judgment. What was I going to say? Okay. When you, maybe you were trying with a person and you just realized that no matter what you do, it's not going to work out, and, like, you really need to just reevaluate what you want out of love, is what I'm also getting. And you're resting. Yeah, okay. So you're resting, and then you're reevaluating, and then middle of the month, you know, maybe you're taking things in moderation. You're, like, taking baby steps a little bit with your love life. Maybe you're flirting here and there. you know, not really taking anything serious. You're releasing these burdens, and you know what, all this buildup is being released in this Tower moment, and the 10 of Wands reversed. Yeah, okay. So now I forgot to do this for the last pile, and I had to go back and re-record it. We're gonna leave the Fool at the, oh wait, didn't I shuffle that? Yeah. The Fool at the bottom, stepping into a new journey, new waters. All right, we are going to get your advice for your month of March in love. Let's get some love life advice for my pile 2. Love life advice. Love life advice for my pile 2. Very slippery cards. Slipping and sliding. I had to go chase a few. The last pile. We have change, spiritual awakening, good times, drama alert. With change, we have encouragement, support, obstacle, battle, calling, restructuring, and creative work. Restructuring. That's a good word for what's going on. You are going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in your highest good. This is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. Okay. Spiritual awakening, new beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creation, and heading in the right direction. Okay, yes. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like a dark night of the soul. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. And then we have good times, leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, and kindness, and then also happiness. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're on the same page and can work together effectively. Yeah, I was getting family too, and like you needing to talk about how you feel. Okay. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. And then we have drama alert, independence, soul mission, alone time, excuse me, learning, healing, aspirations. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're headed in the right direction. What appears to be a lull of activity is just a natural part of the process. Okay, let's get 2 more. Or 3 more. Alright, we have taking initiative, light up, and good luck. Alright. Taking initiative. Change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, and high vibes. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. Light up, mood swings, respect, family, I can't English, constructive outlook, quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. Then we have good luck. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. Didn't we? I don't remember. Did we talk about you maybe like spreading your message, or was that the last pile? I'm not sure. Like what you've been through, like spreading. That might have been the last pile. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that was your reading, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed your love life in March. Yeah, I do have other readings if you would like to watch any of those, but I also post on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So tune back in for more readings if you'd like. I'm doing some more March ones for the zodiacs and other topics, but If you enjoyed the reading, definitely leave a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. You know, every subscription and like and comment definitely does a lot for us creators and tarot readers, because, you know, it helps give us reason to do what we love and to help you guys and to keep going. But yeah, if you did enjoy, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. But I love doing this reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hi, pile 3. If you picked the Labradorite and I forget the Tarot of the Divine tarot deck, this is your reading, pile number 3. I'm just going to set these over here. We're going to get into your energy check-in real quick before we get into this deck. So, energy check-in, we are going to use the Woodland Wardens deck. So let's just get energy check-in for my pile number 3. No. Alright, trust in the invisible and stagnation. With the snail. Okay. This is stagnation, but we also have a snail, so I'm getting like maybe something's moving at a slow pace. Alright, let's get some more energy check-in for my pile number 3. Energy check-in for my pile. Woo! Oh my god, this was from the last. We're going to take different ones because we did get this in the last reading. So if you came from pile number 2. Alright, so pile number 3, energy check-in. Pile number 3, energy check-in. The devil. Pile 3, energy, woo! And death. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, we got the T again, so we're taking it. I don't know if you can see all of these. Oh, yeah, you're good. Alright. Alrighty. Ah, okay. You are feeling stuck right now. Maybe you're feeling tied down to things. It could be kids. You could be feeling tied down to your kids and family or whatnot. But if you don't have kids, you're feeling tied down. You're feeling stagnation. You're feeling something's got a hold of you. But you're working to release it. You're working to let go of these things and break free. Ow. Okay, yeah. The T, too. We got this in the last pile. Speaking about how you feel with others. So if you're feeling overwhelmed at home right now, with your home life and work life, trying to balance everything, talk to people, you know, let people know what's going on, get it out, don't let it bottle. We're not getting the bottle, but don't let it bottle. Definitely, yeah, okay. It's funny because we have the teacup here, and then we have our coffee cup, whatnot, but like letting go, releasing. Trust in the invisible. I think that you have very good intuition and you trust the universe to lead you. Like I think you're a spiritual person and you do understand like the dark night of the soul journey, and yeah. But you're going through a tough time right now. That's okay. Talk to people. You know, talk to people about what you're going through right now. Let it out. Vent. Alright, that was your energy check-in. So now we are going to get into your tarot cards and we're going to do a timeline of your March love life. Alrighty. And then once we're done doing the timeline, we're going to do some advice cards after. Alrighty. Let's see, pile number 3. I'm going to put your crystal over here. Just feeling like it should be in the sun. Just so pretty. Yeah, okay. Pile number 3. What is pile number 3's love life in March timeline? Love life in March timeline for pile 3. Love life in March timeline for pile 3. Ooh. Oh. Alright. want to make sure they're gonna teeter a little bit. They're like folded. I've had this deck for so long. It's a little beat up and not pretty. It is what it is. It's one of my favorite decks, but we're now gonna get some clarification on these cards, but right away I'm getting, yeah, okay. I'm getting like breaking free. I think that maybe you were in a connection or you had like something stable with somebody or something with like a foundation, maybe even a family. Yeah, this is giving, girl. It's giving either like leaving your family or like, okay, I don't know. Ugh. No, you know what? For some of you, maybe you're like just leaving home. Like you lived at home and you're moving out of your home and you're kind of like, yeah, you're breaking free. Maybe you had like a toxic home life, but you're breaking free. Yeah, you're breaking free from this and you're kind of you're getting out there. You're definitely exploring. You want new experiences. You want to travel. You want to get out there. You want to, you know, make your place in the world. You kind of want to, yeah. But then there's this, okay, so I think you start off the month where you're starting off the month maybe at home or with this foundation, and then towards the middle of the month you're kind of thinking, no, I really want to go and experience more. I want to get out. I want to do more. I want to maybe do just something different. You want to get out. You want to be free is what I'm seeing. You want to travel. And then maybe you will be traveling middle of the month. You could be planning a travel, like you're planning somewhere to go and you meet this person, but then you have like anxieties about, oh man, you know what, for some of you, if you do have like a husband or wife at home, you could be going on a work trip and, you know, having your fun and then feeling guilty about it at the end of the month. But for those of you that does not resonate or would not be you and you wouldn't, you know, I don't condone cheating. Don't ever. I don't know why this would come up if that is the reading, but yeah, let's get some clarification. Four of Wands. Four of Wands, love life in March. Page of Cups. Then we have the Knight of Wands. Clarify. Love life in March. Oh, okay. The Chariot. Oops. Oopsies. Alright. Temper. Swords. The Nine of Swords. Ooh. Okay. I'm getting like heavy, like in a relationship or in a connection, or if you're not, I'm thinking that maybe your home life or like something's in the way of your love life if it is, but all right. Page of Cups for the Four of Wands. Okay. Also getting like maybe you had like a little thing, a little flirt, a little like not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend, but like kind of. And then I think that you, after the first week of March, you start kind of thinking, I want to explore my options. I kind of want to see more. There's plenty out there, and I think that, okay. And then you see this guy with the two girls, and then I'm getting, you want to leave this situation or this partnership to explore your options, yeah. And you're thinking about this middle of the month. Maybe you're thinking about this, or you're planning, or just imagining that you're traveling or going out or like meeting new people. Yeah, and then towards the end of the month, you're kind of, I think that maybe you made a decision to leave the situation, and then you kind of had some, no, I think that you feel in your power. You feel like, yeah, this is me now. I think you feel like you're connecting more with yourself and you're more empowered. You're definitely giving more like empowered energy. Yeah, for sure. You're standing in your place. And I think that maybe this is giving other people anxious thoughts or grief, or maybe feeling a little unsettled about it, but you're determined. You are determined. All right. Okay, we are going to do another timeline for you. Yeah, 2 cups. Okay. Strength. And then what happens? Okay, and then what happens? And then what? Oh! I'll take this first. Yo! Alright. Okay. For those of you that are leaving a situation, if you're leaving the situation, it's kind of happening like middle towards end of the month, maybe like middle end. But you're in this connection. You're feeling your independent strengths and willpowers. Maybe, yeah, maybe you're trying to push down these feelings a little bit. Like these thoughts that you were having, like you wanted to go explore, but that it feels like it would be very empowering or make you feel powerful. The High Priestess, middle of the month. Yeah, I think that you're just realizing that it is a good decision and that you will enjoy it. And then you're leaving. And then the Lovers. I think this is more of like a self-love vibe. But if it is, you are leaving your person, you think you can find a better person, and you put yourself out there, that love is coming to you. But on specifics, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Indecision about leaving this person behind in the strength. What's the strength about? Yeah. Yeah, you know you'd get a lot of recognition in the dating scene. Or you would. Or you do. Maybe when you start putting yourself out there, you get a lot of recognition in the dating scene, and then, alright, the High Priestess, then what happens? Ooh, then you're starting to see those offers rolling. Okay. 8 of Cups. What are you leaving? Alright, ooh. Alright. 10 of Wands, yeah, okay. You're leaving behind like all those burdenous relationships or connections, and you're letting yourself kind of play with the idea of, yeah, let's get more on that because I want to be more specific. I feel like, oh, Page of Swords. Yeah, you're just stepping out. You're stepping out in all kinds of ways. You're just in all kinds of ways. You're not feeling like it's a giant burden and weight to do this. You know, to leave as much. It burdens other people. It burdens others that maybe it might not be as convenient for, but yeah. And then the Lovers, ooh. The Lovers, is this a person or, I don't know, oh. Four of Queens. Yeah, I think maybe this is more of like a self-love, or you're just kind of finding your place in the dating scene. Let's get more about that. Yeah, you're just exploring. You're trying to find your place in the dating scene. You're getting back out there towards the end of the month, but yeah. All right, we're gonna get some advice for your March love life. I'm just gonna put this here. The Lovers. Okay. Your advice. This is advice for my pile number 3. Reflections. Whoa. Great blessings. Support. And release. Focus inward. Ooh, okay. Alright. Reflection, great blessings, support, release. For reflection, we have love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, self-love. Several unexpected developments. I can't English, my goodness. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. And I cannot English today. It's really bad. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Great blessings. Self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, letting go. Nurture yourself, your needs, your desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. And then we have support. Growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, and talents. Seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of confidence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. Yeah, like you're getting a lot of odds. Your self-esteem boost this month. And then we have release. Balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, reviewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? Let's get 2 more cards. Yeah, so you're releasing what you need to so you can kind of have a love life. Yeah, there's things holding you back from having a love life that you're releasing this month. And then you will get, that outcome. All right, so we have starting fresh. This one literally flew onto the floor. I had to go chase it. Starting fresh, encouragement, goals, foundations, creative ventures, communication. Step out of your comfort zone. You're about to create something meaningful. All of your skills and talents will bring your auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decision. Another confidence card. Yeah, okay. Trusting your decision. I think you do. I think you do when you make the decision. 2 more, okay. Limitless potential, and then take action. Limitless potential, reset, relaxation, unknown, surrender, finish line, success, and victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there's no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension. Relax. Take action. Hope, new beginning, start fresh, lifestyles, purpose, spiritual awakening. This is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. All right, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated and that you enjoyed it and that it was insightful for you. If you did like the reading or just want to support me, you can leave a like or subscribe. Leave a comment. I would love to know how the reading resonated for you. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you at I will be posting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you would like to come back and see more readings, definitely tune back in, and I'll see you then. Thank you. Bye, guys. Hi, Pal 4. If you picked this crystal and the White Newman Tarot, I don't know what this is, but if you do, could you just comment what she is? She's pretty. I like her color. And she's got some little like speckles. I don't know how to explain. Oh, I wasn't even showing you. That's crazy. It's really pretty. Anyway, the White Newman deck. Okay, so we'll get into your tarot after we do your energy check-in. So we'll just put them over here. Okay, energy check-in. Let's start with our Audacity deck. Energy check. Whoa. Energy checking for my pile number 4. We got the moon, the Zoom meeting. I'm gonna take coffee. The taco. Alright. The taco. I'm getting, you are self-indulging. Yes. I think you're eating what you want, drinking what you want. But like, I think you're healthy, you're enjoying yourself. I think that you're having a good time. You could have a coffee right now or be eating while you're watching this reading. Maybe a taco specifically, or drinking a coffee specifically. Oh, we had a fly come in earlier. That fly is gone now. I just noticed. I don't even know how he got out because there was such a small opening that he got through. And I was just talking about how crazy it is that they get through the smallest opening but can't get back out. Like, anyway. All right, let's get into the meaning. So the moon. Yeah, you know what I'm getting? I don't know if it'll register. But everything you need in the palm of your hand. I think you're feeling very abundant and satisfied. Oh my god, girl. Okay, I put on this ring for the reading, right? I love this ring, but I put it on. I wanted some spooky vibes. Look at the ring right here. I feel like that looks just like it. Like, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if you have a ring like this or if this is kind of like your aesthetic. Yeah. Okay, let's get coffee now. Now we're gonna get the Zoom meeting. Cut the crap. So many unnecessary meetings, routines, relationships. We go through the motions even while we are on fire. Working from home, juggling work, life, kids, pets, and the looming virus. Pantless, all while smiling for a Zoom conference call. Is there... Okay. Alright, I feel like you're overwhelmed. You're stressed out. You feel like you're having to like keep doing all of this stuff, but you're needing a break. Anyway. Yeah, take a break. Drink a coffee. Eat a taco, or whatever you like to eat. Indulge. Enjoy yourself. Okay, yeah. You could work from home and you work online, like on your computer or something, and you feel like a little overwhelmed, like you're doing 10 million things at once, or yeah, you're just having to do a lot and juggle a lot. I kind of want to read that. I couldn't find the coffee. Like, where is the coffee? She does not want to be found. Yeah, maybe you're like, girl, I need a coffee. Like, I've been doing all this. Give me a coffee. You get your day started and you didn't even get your coffee. Because I definitely did not get mine. The coffee. Bring your attention to the alchemy in seemingly routine rituals. Okay, what are you overlooking or taking for granted? What can you pause and sip? How can you pause and sip the coffee? Okay, are you rushing through your day because you're in a hurry? Or are you avoiding things that need attention and are easier to push aside? Yeah, maybe you're working a lot because you're trying to distract yourself. Girly. No. Okay, let's get some Woodland Warden energy check-in. Strength. Alright. I like this one. Look how beautiful the elk is. God, the art on these are, like, I'm obsessed. These are one of my favorite oracle cards. So pretty. Alright, let's read out of the book for this one. Strength. Am I prepared to face upcoming challenges? How does inner strength differ from outer strength, and what situations call for each? Elk are colossal. My stomach's growling. You're hungry. I think you need to go eat if you're hungry. If not, yeah, anyway. Elk are colossal creatures crowned with substantial antlers, known to cover great distances over difficult terrain. They are symbols of strength and endurance. Yeah, you're a hard worker. You really push through it all. Anyway. Likewise, ash trees are sturdy. Oh, this tree in the background. Ash trees are sturdy and resolute. I cannot. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. Oh, it's been a rough day. My brain has just been drained. Anyway. They are able to flourish even in harsh environments. You're so giving the ash tree, girl. You're called to gather your strength ahead for a challenge. Face it with confidence in your own stamina. Tame any unruly elements that try to derail you. Alright, so that was your energy check-in, and now we're going to get into your love life. If I can actually get through this. Like, I am feeling your energy heavy. Just on my own. Like, we be resonating, girl. I assume girl, but I don't mean, you know, doesn't always mean girl. Like, girl. You know what I mean? Alright, I don't have to cover booty anymore. Let's see. We're here. We're going to do a timeline, and then after we're going to get advice. But what is the timeline in pile 4? I almost said 3. What is the timeline in pile 4's love life in March? Okay. The Hanged Man. Oh. We need timelines, so I have to be more precise with how they come out. Alright. Death here. The Hanged Man, Death. The Ace of Wands. Timeline in pile 4's love life. Pretty sure these came out before, too. Okay. Alright, let's get some clarification on each card. What are we at right now? Oh, we're getting through. I feel like each reading we just get through quicker and quicker. I'll try to take my time for you, so I'm not rushing. Like, that might be so your vibe. Like, you need to take a second and relax. Take a moment. We don't need to be, where are we going, girl? Anyway. The Hanged Man, Death, Ace of Wands, 10 of Swords, and 2 of Swords. Okay. Clarification on the Hanged Man. I'm pretty sure I hear my dog getting into something in the kitchen. That's funny, because we were getting, like, pets and other stuff you were overwhelmed with. I am literally trying to record a reading, and they're getting into the trash or something, like... Alright, I think we're fine. Anyway. The Hanged Man, 5 of Cups. Death, clarification. Whoa. Knight of Swords. The Emperor. Ace of Wands. This is love life. Love life. Clarification, 10 of Swords. Man, I'm feeling drained now. Like, so pooped. Alright, 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Standing in, okay. I'm getting that maybe there was some stagnation due to feeling the loss of something, like something from the past. You're kind of distracted at the beginning of the month. And then I think that you realize you kind of need to make a change. And you're holding on too tightly to something that's kind of hurting you. Yeah. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. For love life, I mean, you could be with the King of Wands underneath. You know what, low-key, I feel like you're hooking up with someone. Okay, middle of the month, you could be hooking up with someone, but... Oh my god, there's a buggy. Hello, sir. What is that? Look, he's looking over at me. Hi, come here. Hey, pile 4, I literally got cut off after I saw that bug, but, I'm pretty sure the last thing that I was saying was, towards the middle of the month, you're gonna meet this person, maybe have a hookup. If you know this person, whether you do or don't, doesn't matter, but there's gonna be a hookup, and then after, it's gonna feel you leaving maybe like the week after. It's gonna make you feel a little depressed and lonely. Okay, so with the Five of Wands, you could feel like you're either judging yourself or you feel like others may judge you, you know, for being a little more free-spirited in this way, but, or just in general for leaving the situation. Yeah. And then, okay, we're gonna get the Two of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, okay. Woo. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, okay. What is this decision? End of the month. King of Pentacles. Okay, I think at the end of the month you're making a decision to kind of stand your ground and hold your beliefs and kind of keep doing what you've been doing. After, you know, the reading going out, I feel like I need to refresh. Like, I had to clear so much, like, space on my phone. I don't understand how iPhone, like, sorry, let me fix you. I don't understand how iPhone charges you for more storage, and then even though nothing's changing, it somehow finds ways to take up more storage, even though I'm deleting and taking everything off of it. Like, there's nothing on my phone anymore, and somehow the storage is still gone, even though, like, iOS updates are taking my storage. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna get timeline for love life, pile for love life, March timeline. Pile for love life, March timeline. Ooh. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm getting? Alright. You're wanting to, like, step out into the dating scene, but you're feeling a little distracted. And then you do join the dating scene. You know, maybe this could be the get-together that you have with that person. And then after, you make a decision to not, you know, hook up with anybody or do anything. But yeah, there will be an incident about around the middle of the month that'll kind of leave you feeling like you reevaluated your situation. Let's get some more for the Fool. Well, okay, we have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Ace of Swords. Yeah. And then Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you want something that kind of gives you what you want to feel an equal give and receive, because you know, you might have felt like that's been lacking. Okay, Five of Wands, the Fool. Yeah, you might feel like there's a lot of competition out there, and you might have felt like in the beginning of the month, oh, there's a lot of competition. I want to take this step, and I feel, you know, like there might be rivalry, but I can do it. And then there's the Four of Cups. You're kind of, I think you're not as interested in love, but you're wanting to kind of like explore, but that's not really like the main basis. But the beginning of the month, you're kind of playing with the idea. Maybe you're having a conflicted your thoughts on whether you should get out there are conflicting. And then, you know, you kind of have this disinterest, but then, you know, you take that step out there. Maybe taking this step to like meet this person or hook up with this person kind of like re-sparks your desire for something more stable, and like not, you wanted to have your fun, but maybe you were not as oh, you know what, also I'm getting you're not as interested in love, but maybe you're also not interested in like hooking up, so you're kind of like you're reevaluating, like, yeah. Okay. Maybe leaving behind lover girl vibes, but yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna get your advice. Okay, what is, oh my. All right, what is the advice for my pile number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, good luck. 2, 2, 2, alignment. 4, 4, 4, 0, 5, 0, 5. And then 5, 5, 5. Okay. I'm just gonna put this here. Okay, so with 1, 2, 3, 4, good luck. Spirit guides, progress. Oh, I was trying to say progression. Progress, justice, structures, systems, processes, conditioning, and rules. You are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall. Oh. You know what? I feel like there's a typo on this. Be sure that everything will fall into place. Okay, and then we have alignment, connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, and trust. How do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interests if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. And then we have blessings in disguise, obstacles, hardships, strength, building character, and experience. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you've been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering, there's a lot of typos in these. It's crazy. This whole reading has been like crazy chaos. Like unpredictable. Like it's so weird. Anyway. Some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. Let me just English. Okay, my phone died, but we're gonna read the last card really fast. You aren't a victim of circumstances. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to the shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything works out perfectly in the end. Okay. So that was your reading, pile number 4. That was definitely a roller coaster. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Like, subscribe, and comment if this resonated. I definitely have more readings for you, and I will be posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So tune back in if you'd like more. But that was all. Bye, guys.